Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This video is going to be, I'm sorry to say, I'm going to be stepping on the toes of my friend out there in the Gear Obsession channel. This is his bailiwick. He does this a lot. He talks about vaping. That's his big to-do, okay? So, please understand, my friend at Gear Obsession, I'm not as big a vapor as you are. And I don't know near half as much as you do about it. But I'm going to share a useful tip, and I haven't seen you do this yet on your channel. I'm not saying you haven't, I'm just saying I haven't seen it yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to, butterfinger me, let me introduce you to my preferred vaping device. It's just an Ego T battery with an EVOD tank. That means it's a mod. Hey, what do you know? My tank came with a 600 milliamp EVOD battery. This is an Ego T battery, 900 milliamp. Yeah, that's a different battery. When I bought my system, there were 2 tanks and 2 batteries from EVOD. Both 600 milliamp batteries. They're both sitting in my drawer at home, unusable, because this style of battery has a small problem. There's a press fitting right here. The battery is down inside here. And what happens is this press fitting will come apart sometime. And when it does, if you're not really cautious and watching what you're doing, you end up snapping one of the wires. The wires come through and make contact in this outer ring. And if you look carefully, right here on the inside, and that's how it makes contact with the tank. Okay, so the pen style has a problem with that press fitting. All of them do. Okay? You just got to watch what you're doing. Then we've got the EVOD tank, and here's what my video is really about today. I've been watching and listening and hearing a lot of people. They'll use this kind of tank for a month or 3 months or whatever, and then all of a sudden it quits working for them. They throw it away and they go buy a new one. Waste. Waste. When all you really need is 2 things to keep your tank working and working well for a long time. I don't know if you can see how the silver is worn off here on the bottom of the tank. I mean, they were just silvered. Brass with silver plating or chrome plating, whatever. I've been using the same EVOD tank now for, 14 to 16 months. Let me say that again. 14 to 16 months, 1 tank. What needs replaced on your EVOD tank from time to time is this part. This is what does the heavy lifting. This is a cartomizer. Now, my friend over at Gear Obsession would tell you that he uses something similar when he builds. And if you can see right here very carefully where I'm pointing with this wire, that's cotton. That's a wick that wicks the juice into the coil that's built into the center of the cartomizer, and that's where all the work gets done. That's the heart of the system. You have to replace those every once in a while. They burn out. The other tool you need to continue using a tank for a very long time is this bread tie with part of the plastic removed, so you have the bare wire. If you look very carefully right here, let me put a wire in it, there's a small air hole. Okay? Now on the EVOD variety, there are 3 air holes, equidistant around the ring. And what happens is the dead skin cells from your hand get in these holes and plug it up. And that's why all of a sudden your tank won't draw, you can't get any vapor out of it, and what you do is acrid and nasty. And okay, you have to clean the air holes once in a while. And if you do that, all you'll have to replace are the cartomizers, and you can get those like 5 for $8 kind of price range. Instead of having to replace the whole tank, which is $8 to $10 or $12 for the tank, and then you got to buy the cartomizer too. You don't have to replace the tank if you just keep the air holes clean. Now, this is not a cloud chaser. Not even close. But you know what? I only started vaping to get away from tobacco. Come to find out, I'm referred to as a 1%er because I use 36 milligram juice. To get enough nicotine to sate my appetite for nicotine, I started out with 18. I went to 24. And the only way I could get stronger is I had to go through an online source. And even my online source tells me I'm a 1%er. And they don't service the kind of juice I want in a 30 ml bottle anymore. I have to make my own juice. So what they do is they ship me 8-ounce bottles of 36 ml per milliliter, maximum VG. Can't use the PG because I'm allergic to the stuff. So I get max VG with 36 milligrams of nicotine per milliliter plain. And then I order my flavor of choice, and in my case that happens to be menthol. I like strong menthol. And I mix it myself, and then I put it in 30 ml bottles, dripper bottles, and I'm good to go. Yeah, you don't see a whole lot. Like I said, this is not a cloud chaser like your obsession uses. I'm only worried about getting the nicotine. I don't care about the cloud. And I put enough menthol in it. I'm not worried about flavor. I get plenty of flavor. So that's how I do it. And as I say, now the batteries I got from a local brick and mortar called Smoke Zone, right on the Connecticut-Massachusetts border, in a little town called Enfield. Now, I don't know if they've got other branches elsewhere. I just know about that one. Now, like I say, I live in central New England. I'm not going to tell you just where. So I have to travel to Enfield to get my... But my EVOD kit, that I got online. 2 tanks, 2 of the 600 ml batteries, a USB cable charger, and an AC adapter, $20. Got to pinch the pennies where you can, folks, especially in this day and age. It's Prepper Emberado. It's my second vaping video since I've been on. Peace out.